Welcome to Simple Mind Space, the podcast where we explore the fascinating intersection of money, mindset, and personal growth. Today's episode delves into the crucial skill of argumentation, a skill that sadly seems to be fading in our modern world. We'll be drawing insights from Bo Seo, a two-time world debate champion, who shares his journey and invaluable wisdom on how to engage in disagreements constructively and leverage them for growth and understanding. Bo's passion for debate stems from his childhood experiences. Moving from South Korea to Australia at a young age, he faced the formidable barrier of language and cultural differences. Disagreements became particularly challenging, often marked by interruptions and misunderstandings. To navigate these situations, Bo adopted a strategy of agreeableness, keeping his thoughts to himself to avoid further complications. His perspective shifted dramatically when he joined the debate team. The single promise that transformed his outlook was the simple yet profound rule: when one person speaks, no one else does. This structured environment provided the young Bo with a sense of salvation, a space where he could articulate his thoughts without fear of being cut off. As Bo delved deeper into the world of debate, he realized that it wasn't just about winning arguments, but about mastering the art of engaging in them constructively. He discovered that true wisdom lies not just in knowing how to respond to any argument, but in discerning which arguments deserve a response and which parts of those arguments to address. Bo emphasizes the importance of recognizing that disagreements are easy to initiate but challenging to conclude. This difficulty arises because countless differences exist between individuals. Unless the scope of the disagreement is clearly defined, these differences can flood the conversation, transforming it into an unmanageable torrent of grievances, hindering any meaningful progress. To address this challenge, Bo introduces the RISA Framework, a powerful tool for selecting our battles wisely. Before engaging in any disagreement or challenging a claim, the RISA Framework encourages us to ask ourselves four crucial questions. 1. Real. Is the disagreement genuine, or is it rooted in a misunderstanding? Often, clarifying assumptions and definitions can bridge seemingly vast divides. 2. Important. Is the disagreement significant enough to warrant the time and energy required for a productive discussion? Not all disagreements are created equal, and some are better left unaddressed. 3. Specific. Is the topic of disagreement sufficiently focused to allow for meaningful progress? Broad, sweeping disagreements rarely lead to satisfying resolutions. Focusing on specific points of contention increases the likelihood of finding common ground. 4. Do you and the other person involved in the disagreement share a common objective for engaging in the conversation? Understanding the motivations and desired outcomes of both parties is crucial for ensuring that the conversation remains constructive and goal-oriented. While the RISA Framework provides a robust foundation for constructive disagreements, Bo acknowledges its limitations. He observes that finding genuine alignment of interests, particularly in our increasingly polarized world, can be challenging. If the underlying motivation is solely to inflict harm or score points, the conversation is unlikely to yield positive results. However, the RISA Framework offers practical strategies for navigating disagreements, even in challenging situations like family gatherings during holidays. It reminds us that every disagreement should ideally begin with a point of agreement, clearly defining the specific point of contention. This prevents the conversation from spiraling into a free-for-all of grievances. Moreover, the RISA Framework encourages us to explicitly state our reasons for engaging in the disagreement. By articulating our intentions, whether it's to persuade, understand, or simply share our perspectives, we establish a shared understanding and set the stage for a more focused and respectful exchange. Beyond the RISA Framework, Bo highlights another essential aspect of skillful argumentation: the art of strategic engagement. Just as numerous differences can spark disagreements, countless points within an argument can be contested. Effective debaters learn to discern which arguments are worth challenging and which are best left unaddressed. 2 key questions guide this decision-making process. 1. Necessary. Is resolving this particular disagreement crucial for making headway in the overall argument? Some points, while potentially debatable, might not be central to the core issue at hand. 2. Progressive. Will challenging this point contribute to a more nuanced and productive conversation? Even if a point is factually inaccurate or morally questionable, engaging with it might not always be the most strategic or helpful approach. By asking these questions, we learn to prioritize our arguments, focusing our energy on the points that truly matter. This prevents the conversation from devolving into a chaotic exchange of irrelevant details and keeps the focus on the heart of the matter. Bo further emphasizes that the ability to listen effectively is paramount for successful argumentation. He challenges the notion of listening as a passive activity, proposing instead that it's an active and engaging process. Debaters, in particular, understand that listening is not merely about hearing the words spoken, but about truly comprehending the opposing argument from the speaker's perspective. Two key lessons from the world of debate underscore the importance of active listening. 1. Understanding. Strive to understand the opposing argument as the speaker intended it, resisting the temptation to distort their words, assume the worst, or grasp only a fraction of their meaning. Such misinterpretations can derail the conversation, leaving the speaker feeling unheard and misunderstood. 2. Strengthening. Engage with the strongest version of the opposing argument, even if it means bolstering their points beyond their initial presentation. This approach challenges the speaker to think more deeply and defend their position more rigorously, ultimately leading to a more insightful and productive dialogue. Bo introduces a powerful exercise used by debaters to cultivate empathy and challenge their own firmly held beliefs, the side switch exercise. This practice involves taking a moment before a debate to step into the shoes of the opposing side, listing their strongest arguments and identifying potential weaknesses in one's own case. This exercise serves as a potent reminder that our perspectives are not absolute truths, but rather interpretations shaped by our experiences, values, and biases. It fosters humility, reminding us that we might be wrong and that other viewpoints, even those we vehemently disagree with, often hold at least some merit. The side switch exercise holds particular significance in our politically charged world. By practicing this form of intellectual empathy, we acknowledge the humanity of those who hold opposing views. We recognize that people are more than their political affiliations, religious beliefs, or ideological stances. This realization paves the way for more nuanced and compassionate conversations about even the most contentious issues. It allows us to move beyond the echo chambers of our own beliefs and engage with diverse perspectives in a way that promotes understanding, empathy, and potentially even common ground. Bosio's insights offer invaluable guidance for navigating the complexities of disagreements in our personal, professional, and public lives. By adopting the RISA Framework, mastering the art of strategic engagement, embracing active listening, and practicing the side switch exercise, we can transform disagreements from unproductive clashes into opportunities for growth, understanding, and positive change. Thank you for joining us on Simple Mind Space today. We hope you found this exploration of constructive disagreement valuable. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on mastering your money, mindset, and life.